Good evening, you guys. My name is Marlene. This is Marley Grace Creations. Welcome to my Facebook page. And if you're watching me right now from YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to play with clay. I do not use this kind. I use Sculpey. And I love it. But I found this pack at the Dollar Tree, so we're going to experiment a minute. Hey, Darlene. How are you? I give everybody a couple of minutes to hop on. I picked up a pack of Dollar Tree clay today, and I thought, might be wonderful. Let's try it. I don't think it's wonderful, but we're going to see. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Just give everybody a few minutes to hop on. I don't think this is even going to stay together long enough to get it on that project, but it might. If you work with it a little bit, maybe. Hey, Sue. How are you, Nancy? All right, you guys. This is Pumpkin Day number 26. Wednesday's the last one. Not that I'll never make a pumpkin again, but I won't make one every night. And tonight's not a pumpkin, it's a pumpkin wall plaque, door hanger, wall hanger, whatever. Hey, Diane, how are you? All right, y'all. This is Dollar Tree clay. Have y'all even seen clay in the Dollar Tree? Somebody had mentioned it one day. It comes in a little pack like this. And you think, oh, that ain't much clay. It is quite a bit of clay. You could do quite a bit with it. Hey, Brenda. It came in this little packet, and it did not say what color it was. I looked all over the packet a bunch of times, but I thought since it was, you know, had that elephant right there, it was terracotta. And I didn't care if it was terracotta or white or black or what it was, because it's going to be painted anyway. Am I enjoying the heat? It is still hot out here tonight. I opened the door a little while ago. I sprayed some stuff. Y'all, I sprayed Hot Wheel tracks to make something with this week. And I sprayed a set of stacking pumpkins. Not the kind you're thinking, probably. But anyway, they've got to sit in the garage and cure and all that stuff. But I went to Dollar Tree this morning. And I happened to run across this clay. And I thought, okay, let's get it and try it. And I thought tonight I would make a couple of molds. Well, I just don't know. I'm going to say it looks like chocolate because I'm going to be nice. But if this is terracotta, I don't know. Not that I even care what color it is because, you know, it's going to be painted. But it's pretty dark. Hey, Carla. Hey, Donna. Welcome, y'all. Okay, I'm going to use this little sweet tool right here to get the extra off. If I can do it without tearing it apart. I've got lots of cornstarch in my mold. This is a lot softer than Sculpey. I love Sculpey air dry clay. And I try others occasionally just to see. And I have... I like Formflex. I didn't think I'd ever use Formflex. I like that pretty good. There's a learning curve to that too. But this is not so bad. Getting it out's kind of bad. Hey, Diane. Good to see you too, girl. All right, let's get this extra off here. Okay. Let me stick it down in this little pack and see if we can keep it from drying out. All right, now, let me press it in there and see if we can get this one out. I got one out. Let me turn this turntable around. See, I got one out. It's okay. If I move it much, it's going to fall completely apart. The first two fell completely apart. And this last one I got out a little better. We're probably going to do two and see how it goes. And then I'm going to wipe this out. Oh, well, I probably won't wipe it out too much. Okay, this is a little better. It's coming out all in one piece. Okay, y'all. Look at that. It's not, well, it's kind of in one piece. I think I could use it if I had to. I think I could. Okay, I don't think these match. Yes, they do. One is already shrunk a bunch, it looks like. Okay. Surely it hadn't shrunk that much. It looks like it. Hey, Phyllis. Let me put it up here. Maybe part of it's still in the mold. That's not near as big as the other one. What the world? Okay. Nope, it's not in the mold. All right, let me try to put these over to, oh no, to the side just a little bit. Can't mess with them much because they're not going to stay together good. Hey, Jerry, how are you? Okay, let me get them over here on the side. I don't even think I'm going to get it that far. I don't think I am, y'all. Maybe there's too many details in this mold, but this is a pretty simple mold. Okay, we could use it if we had to. Okay, let me get it over here on the table. Oh, it's already fell apart. Look at this. It's already fell apart. I didn't even get it that far. Here's a piece, here's a piece, here's a piece, and here's a piece. I don't like this clay. So, there. Now we know. Now we know. See, it's just falling apart in my hand. So, I will not be buying any more Dollar Tree clay. I will let Caroline play with this when she comes to play. To spend the night. So let me just get that in there and get rid of this thing. So y'all, don't be tempted to buy Dollar Tree clay. Now some of you might have bought it and have used it and love it. Good for you. I'm spoiled, I guess. I guess I am. Let me just put a piece of tape on that. Keep it closed up good and tight. Hey, Phyllis. We got Phyllis Sarvis and Phyllis Hess. That's funny. Last night we had like 3 Carolines and we had like 3 Brendas and we had a Phyllis or 2. So that's kind of funny. Okay. I'm going to get some of this off of there. Not that I really care because, you know, it's going to be painted, but that just looks nasty. Hey, Deanne. So, Carla, if you're tempted to sneak in some clay, don't sneak in from the Dollar Tree. Okay. Let's get some good stuff. I want to put cornstarch in both of these molds because I want one on each side of what I'm doing. And I probably should wait until I get that far because if I lay them over here, they're going to get a crust on them. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I'm going to paint this frame right here in khaki. I want it to be an ivory, creamy. I want to get a little bit of this roughed up. This is actually, it says it's a chalkboard, but we don't want it to be a chalkboard right now, so. And this came, I know it's loud, I'm sorry. This came from Dollar General a while back. I don't know if they still have them or not. It was $7. At one time, I think it was actually $6. I don't know. Hey, Emma. Thank you for the stars, girl. dry this good. Okay. Let me get a little tray. I was going to get brave here and just throw it on there, but I think I won't. I think I'll put it in a tray. That's what I think I better do. And I'll show you in a minute the difference in the whites. Cashew is a really pretty antique white. Do y'all use Waverly? What kind of paint is your favorite paint? Do y'all use DIY? Do you use Waverly? Do you use Dixie Belle? Do you use whatever you can find? Do you make your own? What do you use as far as paint goes? Hey Trish, how are you? I'm getting all up under the lip of that because I don't want that up under there to show it's black. Now this can be taken, the rope can be taken off of this. You can put a sawtooth hook on it, hang it on the wall. You can hang it on your front door. You can hang it on the wall in your kitchen. This is kind of a pumpkin spice. It looks to me like a recipe. I can't read it, so it's probably in French or something, but it's pretty anyway. I printed this out today on some rice paper. Isn't that pretty? It looks like a ledger. It looks like, and then here's pumpkin. It looks like maybe a pumpkin spice coffee and some pumpkins and some rusty around the edges. So that's what we're going to put on here, and some molds. Hey, Christine. Oh, we had 2 Christines in here last night, too. One is calling herself Chrissy now, so, but I know where's Christine. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Let us know where you're from. I know where Phyllis Sarvis is from. I know where Carla's from. I know where Emma's from. I know where Margaret's from. I know where Deanne's from. So I know where a lot of you are from. Watching from Michigan. What part of Michigan? And you don't have to tell me exact. Just, we have some relatives in Michigan, so I'm asking. They're in Dearborn, St. Clair Shores, Detroit, all up in there. And then we have some friends that are up there, I think in Dearborn. He was a pastor of a church. I don't know if he still is or not. Hey, Linda Cox, how are you? See the difference? See how white this tray is and see this color? It's a real pretty antique white. Get all these little edges because they will be ugly if they show. I went out to my booth today and took a few things and moved some stuff around. I don't think I've been out there in 2 weeks. Roxborough. I'm painting this color, the inside of this on this frame. So when I do put that paper on, it's not going to show through. Like, it's not going to be dark and make the paper ugly. It'll muddy the paper, the color. I thought this printout was adorable. It came with some other ones. Got it on Etsy. I wish I remembered which store. I don't remember. I could find it for you. Still hanging out in Oklahoma. Hey, Carla. Okay, let's get this dry. I think I just wiped my arm all in it. I don't care about it being on my arm. I sure don't want it all over my shirt. I've got it on half my clothes anyway, but you know. And I got out my heat tool today. Thought, okay, I'll go in there tonight, plug it up. I got lots of glue sticks and all that. I went ahead and ordered a better one. I hope it's a better one on Amazon. It's supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow. Of course, that could change. But anyway, I came down here a while ago when I was messing with that clay and plugged it in and thought, okay, well, this will be good till it comes, you know. It takes mini sticks. I do not have mini sticks except for the one I was using last night, and I don't want to mix my glues up, so I'll just use it again. Hey, Mary. Does it seem like this 30 days? And y'all know this is really more than 30 days because I'm on the day of the month. It's 26, right? Today's 26. I was sick one day and I didn't go live, so that's okay. And I'm not counting the number of pumpkins actually because I think 2 different days I did 2 each. 2. But my daughter says, Mom, didn't you start before the 1st of this month? I said, I think so. She said, well, that's more than 30 pumpkins. It's okay. I've enjoyed it. And I still have 10 more ideas. So eventually, you know, y'all see me doing more pumpkins, but not 30 in a row. Okay, let me get this good and dry before I fill with that paper. Okay. I don't want this square on this oval, so I'm going to be trimming this somewhat. I'm going to use my fingernails. Let me get it kind of centered where I want it to be. Okay, that looks good. Because I don't want the mold to get in the way, so I'm just, let me get you down just a little bit. Freezing again. Oh no. Sue, is it, you think it's where you are, maybe in your house, or is anybody else, am I freezing up for anybody else, or just Sue? Not for you, Deanne. Diane's good. Carla's good. Sue, I'm thinking you might need to move somewhere else in your house. I don't mean pack your clothes and move. I mean, you know. Hey, Cheryl. Everybody else seems to be okay. Yikes, I'm sorry. Let me find my water pen. Here it is. I don't like straight edges when I'm doing decoupage, so you're still hanging in there. Okay, good. I'm just going to take my water pen and go on these lines and tear this, because I don't want straight lines. This wants to run a little bit. I guess the ink, I don't know. Hope it doesn't do it when I put the top coat on. We shall see in a minute. Hey, Gail. This is a digital download. And it looks like ledger paper. See all the numbers? You can see it looks like a ledger paper with some writing. And then here's the pumpkins and some spice. Looks like spiced coffee or something down there. I have no idea what any of it says. Hey, Brenda. We had 2 or 3 Brendas in here last night. One of them's name was B-R-I-N-D-A, I think. And I don't think I'd ever seen that before. Okay, let's see what we got. Make sure we do it with the rope. You know, the rope's up here. Let me get the sticker off too. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose my paper. It's got instructions back here how to write on your chalkboard. Should I leave those? Anybody not know how to write on your chalkboard? We're not going to keep it a chalkboard anyway. I was kidding. All right, no stickers on the back. I'm a happy girl. I don't like stickers. Okay, so that rope is the top. Let's see about this. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I'm going to get some I think I'll do Mod Podge. I think I will. I'm good. How are you? Hey, Lisa. It doesn't take long, does it, Hey, Brenda. Happy Saturday to you too, girl. I wasn't sure. I usually put a post up about 8 o'clock, and I didn't tonight. And I thought, well, surely everybody knows I'll be here at 9 o'clock. Now, if I'd have been sick or something, I would have definitely let you know or had somebody to. But anyway, here we are. Let's see. I don't know if I'll need more than that, but let's start there. I want a brush, but I don't want a wet brush. I don't guess it matters. Mod Podge is wet, but I don't want to add it. Okay. Where a lot of people make their mistake doing Mod Podge is they try to do it all in one swoop. And this is rice paper, so this should not have any wrinkles at all. And I buy downloads and print them on my printer on rice paper. And then I just have lots. Hey, Trish. Patricia. Now, we have Trish in here that we call Trish. I'm not sure if you're called Trish or Patricia. Or Pat. I'm not sure. But I see a lot of new faces, new names. I don't see your face. I wish I did. But I see a lot of new names tonight, y'all. Thanks for coming and hanging out while we do stuff. And I was going to make a reel a while ago and show all the pumpkins so far. I'm going to try and get that done while my daughter's here tomorrow. I can do it by myself, but I have an idea, and the idea I have, I cannot do it by myself. So, hey, Lisa. How are you? Thanks for sharing me, y'all. Share me out, please. And throw up all these sweet little hearts if you're loving being here. Okay, that all looks like it's down really good. Really smooth. Okay, let's hold our fingers. Say a prayer and hope this don't smear. It is computer ink. Looks good so far. When will she find out? Carla, it may be a week. I think last time it was, I think they told her last time like 3 to 5 days or something like that. I don't know. She didn't tell me. It may be sooner, but she didn't tell me last time because she was so upset that she failed it. But she feels really good this time. I hope and pray, fingers crossed, prayers and all that she did, because she'll be devastated if she don't. She's really smart. It's just, they said last time something was wrong with the microphone, and she was only hearing every other or so sentence or something. I don't understand it all because I don't do that stuff. But so they said when they checked her paper, they could tell that that was the problem just by her answers. So they asked her to please come and take it again, which is a blessing because she doesn't have to pay for it. Normally, when you go to Raleigh and take any kind of test and you fail it, you have to go back and pay for it. Take it again, right? Oh, y'all want to know how smart I am? This is the can I have to have, like if I have really dark paint, black paint, brown, dark purple, whatever. And then I have a jar over here that I keep white, and this is really awful looking. White, really light, creamy, whatever. So I don't get dark and white and all that stuff. There's no water in that. I have some in the white. It's okay. I'll just pour a little of it in there just to make sure if I use dark, and I will. Now, nice paper. I love this paper. I love it. I don't know if y'all buy on Temu. There's a, you know, some people love it, buy all the time. Some people don't. My daughter bought some rice paper, and it came in this big long pack. And she said, "This is not what I thought I was getting. Here, you have this." And I said, "Okay, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll figure it out." Well, I got to thinking, when I put stuff in my printer to print my digitals anyway, I tape them to cardstock because they won't go in right if I don't. And so I've just cut it, put it on paper, and works wonderful. So I have a lot of rice paper right now. I see I missed a little bit right there. If you see any that you missed, take the time to get it on there, because you'll have a bubble, and then later on it'll just be a really ugly spot. There, it's down. Good, good, good. I think it's all down really good. I don't see any more raised spots. Looks awesome. So, let's see See, it looks like antique ledger paper, and maybe it's a grocery list or somebody bought something at a restaurant or whatever. Okay, this is kind of an antique look. So what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to give this right here a little more paint. But I'm going to make sure I got all this. I'm going to put dark around this, like it's old, like the page is really old. My last Temu order came in a white back. Mine did too. I think it's because it's bright, bright, bright orange normally. And when they throw that on your porch, I mean, that sticks out like sore thumb. I can see my package coming down the road. And I think other people can too. So, you know, if that's there all day long and your neighbors know you're at work, I mean, that's just my guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to mix, let's see. I usually like to do burnt umber when I'm doing something like this. So let me get some burnt umber. Let me see here. I'm sorry, y'all. This is raw umber. And this is brown oxide. Raw umber. I'll mix them together. It's probably exactly what I'm looking for. I usually mix this stuff together anyway. So a lot of things you see me paint, you can ask me what color it is. I can tell you what colors that is. Smart reason behind the change. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I just, when I came home the first time and saw mine like that, I thought, because I wondered how long it would be before they started getting stolen. I've just got some burnt umber and raw sienna in here, and I'm just going to kind of go around this and make it look like it's just really, really antique-y here. Go up on the paper a little bit. Because, you know, this stuff is never the size you need. Never. I'm just dabbing it on there. Kind of make it look like the page is real antiqued and it's torn, and I'm gonna attempt to make a bow up here. Hey, Cheryl. And I'm just moving my hand back around. I'm not keeping it in one shape because it just won't look right. So let that dry and go over some of it again because it's not covering the white part real good. And then I'm going to antique the frame. Hey Patsy, how are you? Love these emojis, they're cute. Those avatars, There for a while, they didn't look like us at all, and then they got better again, so I don't know. I kept my old one. The new one was horrible. Okay, let me dab a little more at the top and the bottom. The sides look pretty good. It still may take a little more up there. It looks ugly right now because you can see through it, but it's going to look better here in a minute. I hope. It might not. There's going to be a bow at the top and a mold. Let me dry that and see what we got. Hey, Linda. Hey, Peggy. Thanks for hopping on tonight, y'all. It's a Saturday night. I figure people will be out having dinner and all kinds of stuff. We had a really early dinner. Okay, that doesn't look good right now. It looks like a nasty mess, but it's going to look better in just a little bit. Promise. I hope. Maybe not. All right, now we're going to make a mold. Let that dry. We're going to make a mold out of good clay, and let's see how that goes. That felt weird. That was a paper towel. Let's see, I've already got cornstarch in there, so we're ready for that. I try to do it in one piece and not piece it, because sometimes if you piece it, that's where it falls apart. So if you do have to piece it, make sure that you knead it together, you know. Let's see if we can make it go all the way to the end. I think we can. Listen at me wave like y'all are helping me do this. It reminds me I need to go, see, paper towel. Yeah, that does help. I think Norma's the one that told me that a few weeks ago. That is a really good tip. What happened to my bag of clay? It's over there. Let's see. Sorry, I am Oh, no. Take it off her forehead. Is she okay? But you're okay. You're never late, girl. Never late. It's all right. Thanks for hopping on. If you guys want to see what I'm doing and you can't make it, there's always the replay. All right, now let me get my handy dandy little tool out here. I have a smaller one. Of course, I don't know where it is. Oh, I'm going to use this IG stick. Maybe. Nope, I'm not. Thank you, Christine, for the stars. Oh, this is so much better. The other one, I was doing this, and it was just ripping the thing. Or it felt like it was. Now, let's see how easy this is to get out. I know it's going to be better. $92. Oh, my dad's 88. And me and my sister take turns, kind of. Haven't been there much this week. I've had so much going on. See, this just practically falls out. See the difference? So, you know, you can buy that if you want to. No, thank you. Let me move this to the side. Look, I move it to the side. One piece came off. But we're going to glue that back. Oh, it's good she lives right there below you. See, my dad lives about 15 or 20 minutes that way. And my sister lives right around the corner. And I know she feels like a lot of it gets dumped on her, but she's right there. And so it's much easier for her. And if she goes out of town or when she works or whatever, then, you know, we just talk about every day and we take turns doing whatever we need to do. So, and my dad still lives alone. And my sister goes by there every morning and makes sure he has his medicine out. And his pills are laid out on her way to work. And then she calls and reports stuff to me. And so, there's my smaller one. I guess I've already got it out. And I'm squishing the one I just made over here. Gracious. This is not my day. Put a little of that back. Let me get on this side of it. I'm just going to do it with my fingers like I normally do. And if you want to use a tool, you can. And I have a habit of holding what I take off in my hand and keeping it warm, keeping it out of the air. And it becomes a habit. And it's a really good habit to have. And then you don't waste, you don't waste your clay by letting it dry out. And this is an OD mold, and it has the micro rim edges, and it makes it really easy to do it with your fingers because you just, you know, pull it towards you, and that micro rim almost cuts it off for you. And I think this mold is called Queen Bee, if I'm not mistaken. It has some bees and laurel and whatever. Back because I'm going to have to make one more mold out of this thing. It's in front of me. She lives alone. Oh, that's good that she can still live at home. I think when they have to go somewhere, even to our house, that's just hard. So hard on them. It's hard on me. I'm a homebody. I like to be at home at my house. Okay. We got a couple of pieces, but I had to piece it. So now we're going to put it over there and see how it goes. I love this mold too. I've used this on quite a few pieces of furniture. Now, please don't fall apart. Okay, I think one piece is going to come off, but that's okay. We can flip that over and you always put too much glue on purpose and squish it out. Paper towel back. I don't have enough left, thanks Sue, but I don't have enough left. I'm probably going to use it all. I have just a tiny little bit left in that bag. So let me push that down. I've got a little too much glue there, but that's okay. It's going to dry clear. Now let me get this little piece on there and then attempt to do the other one. Okay, that looks good. I have mashed this thing. Oh, gosh, I've mashed it all to pieces. Thank goodness we can just glue it all together. And these long ones are hard because, you know, your hand's only so long, right? It's just only so long. Does anybody else watch Virgin River? Y'all gonna think I'm crazy because I hardly ever watch TV, but I absolutely love that show. And it's only like, what, not many more days. Okay. This side is higher. I'm going to make one more little doohickey. Oh, there's the doohickey right there. No wonder it didn't look right. I was going to make an extra one. I thought I had gone that way too far, but... And that's another thing. You know, if you need an extra piece, you can make one little extra piece. Okay. Now, that's what we have on there so far. And I'm going to put something else right there because I'm going to put a bow at the top of the frame. And so I don't want that covered up. Let's see, what do I want to put there? Let's see what this bow on this mold looks like. Did y'all see that cornstarch? You need a long spatula to pick it up with. I probably do. How are you tonight, Sharon? This is kind of a type of a bow. It will look like it's all like knotted at the top, I think, is what it's supposed to look like. And let's see. I might not like it, but we'll see. I probably have just enough clay for something like that. And I didn't realize I was about out of clay. I thought I had like extra packs of clay. So I will be getting some. I hardly ever watch TV either, but I love that show. My daughters love it. It's just kind of an old town, and there's a doctor, and his wife is getting Alzheimer's, and there's some romance going on, you know. Just, it's good. It's sweet. Now, you know, it might turn crazy. You get really to liking something, and next thing you know, they throw in all kinds of mess, and then you just don't want to watch it anymore. I know. We've had our cable cut off, and we've not even missed it. Sometimes, if I go to bed, when David does, or in the guest room with the babies or something, I turn it on, usually for noise, and we just have an antenna in there, so it's not even really anything interesting in there. I like some of the old stuff. Do y'all listen to music when you're crafting? I was hoping that, oh my gosh, what's her first name? Mixon. Can't believe I can't think of her first name. She comes in on this page. Today is her birthday. Some of y'all were in here last night. You heard her talking about it. I think she's like 91 or 2 today. Sarah Mixon. I think it's Sarah. Listen to, oh, M-A-R-N-I-E. Country gospel. I listen to different stuff. If a song, I have a Alexa in here, and I don't want to say her name because it'll wake her up, and she's crazy. But okay, that looks pretty. I see a few things I want to get off of there. I see a little bit of extra right there. No, the lady who said last night she was going to be, I think, 92 today, and we were all wishing her happy birthday. I think it's Sarah Mixon, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there's this that can tie all that together. See that? That's pretty. Now let's put that here. I'm just going to put it right on top of that other. Press that down just a little bit just to get it to go together, to make it look like it's all one cohesive piece. Okay. See, that's what we got. And it covered up the, you know, the ugly stuff. And now we could put some little something right here. I don't know if I want to or not. Let me see what I have here that could work. Nothing in that one. this might work. Oh, it'll be a trick getting it in there. Let's see if I can. I don't think this is enough clay for that. It's not. I can mix terracotta with it, not the Dollar Tree stuff. Well, it might be. It might be, Carla. We'll see. I have some terracotta left from my other stuff that I was using, and it doesn't matter that we're mixing it up because it's all going to be painted anyway. I'm wondering if that's too much. We'll see. It's just clay. All I can do is squish it back together, right? Okay, let's see here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? This is kind of a long piece, and then it curls up on the ends. That'll be perfect for that bottom, I think. We'll see in a minute. Just keep pulling it towards you and working it in there. Now I'm going to start working it back. I need some cornstarch on my hands. I've got so much clay on here. See, my fingers are just coated in clay. I did forget the cornstarch. Y'all, oh my gosh. All right, I can lay that right in there. Thanks, Diane. I'm telling you, get so excited to get it in the mold. It's just hard to remember. Okay. Whoa. I didn't spill it that time. All right, let me cram that back in there. I think it'll go and fit right in there. Yes, 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 yes. Now this is a redesign with Prima mold. It's not as easy as the IOD. It doesn't have that micro rim. You just have to just play with it a little more. See, this is a long piece, and it may not come out all in one, because I usually make this, you know what? I was getting ready to say, I usually make this out of resin. This would be really easy to move. If I have one in this bucket. Not so far. Everything but. Sunflowers, leaves. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. Nope, everything but that. I bet you next time I pour some of those. Okay, because they go in a lot of places. And this is just one I had. I was going to put on something else a while back, and I didn't. So I just threw it in there with the paint on it. Okay, let's see if we can get the clay off this. Sorry, slacking at my job. It's your fault, Nancy. It is all your fault. Nancy keeps me straight. She tries. She ain't doing so good tonight, though. You just have to kind of follow that pattern that's down in there. And it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I'll show you in a minute. This is all going in the trash because it's... Okay, that's working good right there. It's the corners that turn up is the hard part here. Well, there's still enough to get back in that bag. I've got so much clay on my hands. Your sounds are not matching up to the video with me, and it's funny. Oh, am I talking different than you're seeing it and hearing it? It's crazy. That happens sometimes on the replay too. It doesn't on YouTube, or it never has so far, but it does on Facebook on the replay sometimes. I'll be watching somebody, and next thing I know, they're talking about something that they already did and are not done yet, and it's kind of crazy. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We're gonna pull it out in a minute. I gotta get this off my hands. Look at all that clay. Ugh. Can you see, is it different for you too, Nancy? Is my voice not matching? Is it delayed or something? Oh, yuck. It's good, Wanda. Okay. It's not clean, but there's enough off there. All right, now let's see if we can get this out and it be in the shape that we need it to stay in. It looks good so far. This one's a little difficult. It's just because it's so skinny. Okay, we're going to attempt to get this thing out of here. Not promising, because this is I usually use resin to do this one. All right, let's try. So far, so good, y'all. So far, so good. This is one of those that you can turn up just about any way you want to and make it shorter, longer. You can stretch it. Make sure you don't let your end pop up. Let me move this back so I can show you what I'm doing. See how I'm holding on to it real easy and not letting it like pop back? Because if you do, it's just going to break that in half anyway. Oh, yay. All in one piece. Awesome. Okay. Looks like a pretty snake. Okay, let's put this at the bottom. Gluing this is going to be a trick. Let's see here. I'm going to cut this in half. And glue half. And then, where'd the glue go? Where'd my glue go? Oh well, here it is. Hey, Martha. Okay, now which side is this? This one is this side. So let's put it right there. Kind of twist it around a little bit, almost like a little vine. And then we'll get this side. It might not be exactly in the middle. We'll see in a minute. Do any of you make clay molds? A lot of people are scared to death. Of course, a lot of people are scared to death of resin, but resin's probably easier. You just can do less with it. You can just save it though later. Okay, that broke. That's okay. We're gonna glue it right back together. Get it shaped the way it's supposed to be. And get that bonded at the bottom. Okay. Now it kind of takes care of all that dark around the bottom there. Okay. There you go. See? It's ugly right now, but it's got to be painted. So we're going to paint it. I want to paint it like the dark brown, I think. So it'll blend with the outside of those pages. Okay, that paint is gone. Hold on a minute. This is a satin finish. I don't know what it might do. We'll see. Okay, I need a small brush so I can stick with it. Switch to the iPad and now you match. Okay, that's good to know. And as far as the cornstarch, it's okay. Don't worry about the cornstarch. The paint's going to knock it off. And the cornstarch mixing with the paint is just going to give it a little extra texture. So you don't have to worry about that. And normally I would paint this and then put it on. But being that it's clay and not resin, it's just too hard to do that. And the reason I'm doing this dark is just to blend with all these edges, because it goes right up against the edge there. Otherwise, it would probably look pretty funny if it was white or something. It's nice to know I match. It looks awful because it has cornstarch on it right now, and you can see the glue, but it's going to dry clear and all that stuff, and then it'll all blend together. Hey, Miss Kelly Cat, how are you tonight? Those things that you made, put on your reel, are gorgeous. Okay, got that blended down there. Now let's get this up here. Really? Oh, first time? Never? That's your first grandbaby? Oh, there's nothing like nothing. Oh my gosh, I love my babies. My grandbabies are precious. Even the great big ones with the attitude. My littlest grandbaby is 4. And my oldest one's 24. First one, yes. Oh my gosh. 11 grandchildren, and I have 8. One was a bonus, and we love him to pieces. But altogether we have 8. I know, congratulations, really. That is something. Were you there? Were you able to be there, Kelly? There's not anything like that either. I was not able to be there for my daughter's first one, but I was with the last one, my baby daughter. Oh, well, I went back. Her husband let me go back with her to have a C-section because I didn't get to be with her when her first one was born, and he knew that. And he said, I want you to go back there. I'm like, really? Oh, how wonderful. So I was able to. I'm not sure if painting this really dark was the wisest thing, but it's okay. It's like that now. And then I'm going to paint this frame. I think the frame's going to have antique wax on it. When I get done, the only thing it's going to be showing is pumpkins. My hair, girl, it does its own thing. It's different every day. Thank you, though. Yesterday was a bad hair day. Today's not as bad. So see, like feeling, oh no. You wait till you get, it gets old enough to come, and you won't be doing a lot of crafting. You think you will, you won't. My husband keeps Caroline upstairs. Now, my oldest grandbaby comes down and crafts with me and loves to. Whoa, it's thundering. Did y'all hear that? Man, that was... My dogs are going to be scared, but their daddy's upstairs. I know. Y'all, I don't normally paint a mold after I've put it on. It's hard. But we'll fix it. We'll get it fixed. And I'll go over this with some ink. This storm might cut me off. I don't know. We'll see. So far, so good. Rain, what is that? We haven't had any in a while. We've had some storms, but we haven't had much rain. And my husband said it was supposed to storm like it's doing now, about 7 o'clock, only for a little bit. And then it's supposed to pass really quick. Well, here it is, 10:15, and now it's decided to thunder. So, whatever. Okay, got the molds covered. Somewhat. This is one of those things that ain't quite like I had in my head, but it's gonna be okay because we're gonna fix it. Okay, let me get this dry. Oh, I have so much clay on me. Desperate for rain. I know. We need it too. I watered some of my flowers this afternoon and I really didn't water them as good as I should have. They need a good rain. My roses look pathetic. It's not storming anywhere else for any of you guys. Our dogs come to the door in the bedroom crying when it storms. They're scared to death. Have to get up in the bed with us. And our golden retriever is the biggest baby. She's more afraid than the other dog. Yeah. Okay, I've got the molds dark, and we got to go from there. Okay, I'm going to put, where is the cashew? Did I have any cashew left? Maybe not. Yes, 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 a little bit. No. Let me touch up this frame before I go around it with some dark wax. Because I've got some on these edges and it looks ugly. It's not storming for anybody else, just me. I'm just touching up inside these little beads around here. It got some dark, you can probably tell. Can you even see that? Kelly, is it a boy or a girl? We didn't even ask. Or I didn't. Somebody else might have, and I just couldn't look up. The seed molds look like they are made of dark chocolate. Makes you hungry. They do. They really do. I'm going to put some wax on that a little bit and make it look cornstarch all over that. And make it look more like metal on there. And then I'm going to distress this frame. I'm going to go ahead and do that frame. It's kind of fun picking Mod Podge off your fingers. Here I'm shaking this wax. This wax don't shake. Kelly, do you like to make molds? Who was it said that? Oh, Kathy said it about the chocolate. Well, the clay in the beginning from the Dollar Tree, that did not look like chocolate. I said that to be nice. I'm going to wipe this back in just a minute. And this is Fusion's Aging Wax. I love this stuff. Well, we're getting a good rain. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I hear the rain. Well, welcome back, Nancy. This has a little gold on this brush from the last time I used it. Kind of looks good for now. I am just going to wrap this in a paper towel, just in case I need it again in a few minutes. Kelly might have left us. Wait till that grandbaby comes and she gets to sit around and hold it. That is the best. Okay. I want this frame to look old. Oh, it was a girl. I didn't even get to ask. So what this is doing is just dragging a little of that wax on my baby wipe on that frame. So I like for it to be there. It almost looks like a shadow. what this is doing is leaving the wax in those crevices. It looks like the little pearls around here. And I've got to be careful not to disturb this clay because this clay is still wet. And now it won't look as stark, you know, as bold against these molds as it did. Okay, so you can see down in the little pearls in there and all the cracks. Okay, I need to touch up still a few tiny little places. I need a teeny tiny little brush. Let's see what I got here. Here's one. I see some white spots in the clay, and we don't want to see white poking out. It's kind of hard for a while to know if it's the white clay or if it's the glue that has not dried yet. But then after you give it a while and you realize it's still white, then you realize it is the clay. Can y'all hear the thunder? Oh, I've got a dog in there just whining. And the problem is the golden retriever is my shadow. And so wherever I am, she is. When I craft, she's right outside that door. She might get up on the couch in the den right there and sleep, but she's not going any further. And so she's not sure right now where I am. I mean, she knows I'm in here, of course, but it's crazy how they get. We've only had her about, is Kelly back? Hey, Ruth. Oh, I don't see Kelly. Is she still in here? Y'all, I just see some little white spots that are poking up from here, and those have got to be covered up. But it's almost done. Oh, bless her. Just like a baby. Kelly was in here. I'm not sure she is right now. I think somebody just said, hey, Kelly Cat, but I don't know if she is still here. Let me get some dark in there, cover up those spots, and that'll look like that page is dark. Okay, the molds look great. Now I've got to dry them, and I'm going to put some decor wax on those, and that'll look like metal on there. Thank you, Lynn. Think of always good ideas. Let's see, you have to... well, you know, my kids say, Mom, nobody has your brain. Nobody. They do. I mean, there's lots and lots and lots of crafters on this Facebook, you know. I'm dropping the bucket compared to everybody else. And actually, sometimes it comes as I go, so... I'm thinking I want to put some bronze or copper on this because of the orange and the pumpkins in the fall. Send rain to Texas, girl. I wish I could. I know y'all need it so bad. This clay is still going to be, it's not going to be hard. It won't be hard for like till tomorrow. So it's okay though. I'm going to go ahead and put decor wax on here. Oh, I must have hit that spot. I did. Let me just get my finger there. There we go. I took care of that. And you see, you can't mess with it too much because if the paint's not dry and the clay's not dry, then you pull the paint off or scrape it, you know, I hit it with this, then you see the white clay. And that's okay, you just have to touch it up. And this is helping get a crust on the Texas sweet. Can't see any shiny spots because if you see shiny spots, then that's where the paint is not dry. When you put your wax on, it's just going to drag into your wax, and then it's going to change not only the composition of your wax, but it's going to change the color of your wax too. So that could get kind of ugly and muddy. Still look like chocolate. Looks just like a chocolate bar, don't it? Okay, let that cool just a little bit. Those pumpkins, this paper is so pretty. Okay. All right, decor wax. I could use gold. I could use copper. I think I'm gonna try copper in one spot and see what happens. I can't hardly get this open. I have so much junk on my hands. Here it comes. This is also Prima Redesign, like Eternal, except this is called Meteor Showers. But you can see it's a copper color. Hi, Anna. I think this will be pretty for fall. This is a really rich penny copper. All right, we're going to try a spot and see. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know. What do y'all think? That's where's the copper? It's right there. See the copper? I can't decide. Let me see what else I got to play with in here. I got lots of colors. Okay, I have black. Okay, here's rich copper too. And this is Art Alchemy. Let me try this one a minute. Hey, Pamela. This is Art Alchemy. It's metallic wax. And I'm just getting some on. I like that. It's a little more subtle. It's not so bright. Some of my waxes are trying to dry up. I just don't use them, some of them, enough. Okay, see the copper? What do you think? And I'm going to put a little copper right in here too. Yeah. Y'all, if you liking the copper, give me some hearts floating around down there. And if not, somebody say something. I can add other wax to this. Yes, copper, you liking the copper, Mary? I just love the copper for fall. What do you think? That something off real well. Oh, sets it off real well. Thank you. Who said that? Mary. Mary said, yes, copper. Okay, y'all. I may put a little copper down here too on like the pumpkin or something. We'll see in a minute. I don't know. And you notice that I'm just hitting the high spots. I'm not putting it in and wiping it back for two reasons. Number one, it's really hard to wipe back decor wax. It's really rich and dense, and it's it'll rub, but it won't. And this is clay. This is wet clay. If these were molds, I might work a little harder at that, but these are still wet. So I've got to hit the high spots to keep from tearing my clay up. So I tried to pick something that would go on it, not down in it, that I could do without tearing the clay up. So, of the cup, let's see, a small town called Gilmer. And you can see it's not so, it don't look like chocolate candy anymore, does it? But it's dark underneath, so it should look like copper. And I can put some turquoise in here and make it look like the copper's patinaed. And I probably will, because it just needs that when you do copper. It looks just like metal. Hey, Sonia. How are those babies? I love getting your post. Okay, y'all. Now it doesn't look so crazy, does it? Now it looks like metal. Does that look like copper? Hey, Kimberly Fox. Now I need my lid. Let's see, they got adopted. Oh, you're still dealing with shingles. Bless your heart. Do you know that our crazy mama cat, we're finally able to rub her a little bit on her back? She's letting us. So she's finally, after what, 4 years trusting us that much. It's taken her that long. Okay, I have some turquoise too, somewhere. Here's some turquoise. Let me get a different brush though. I love decor wax. I know it does look like a penny, don't it? Now the first wax I used is called Meteor Showers, and it's really bright, like a new copper penny. This is a little more subtle, and it looks more like, I think more like copper. Let's see. Good night, have to go to sleep. I know, I teach Sunday school, and I have to cook lunch tomorrow before Sunday school, but it doesn't matter. I don't go to bed early, it don't matter what. Unless I feel bad. Okay, I'm going to put a little turquoise in there. Have a good day tomorrow. Our resume guy has been with us 3 years. Oh, really? Rescue. I knew, or I thought I knew. Yeah, this is, oh, see, there's turquoise, and look, I just got copper in it. So I didn't get all the copper out of that. Let me get a different brush here. I think this is soft enough. See this, and this is a Dixie Belle wax. I don't really like Dixie Belle wax. But I love this turquoise for some copper patina though. See, can you see the turquoise in there a little bit? There you can see it. And that really looks like the copper has like been out in the weather. And I'm going to wipe some of that back. I don't know how much I'll get off, but we'll see in just a minute. Because I don't want to leave as much as I've got on there. I just need some copper down in there. I mean some turquoise. Let me put that back. Let me get a baby wipe. Yep, it's letting me. I love molds. I put molds on my children if they'd stand still and let me do it. And I can't hardly stand to do furniture without doing molds. And I can't wait till the weather cools off so I can do some furniture. I've got furniture I've collected in the last 6 months in my garage. It's too hot, I can't do anything. And you still have to be careful. This is clay. It sure is. It sure looks like metal. You just have to softly go over it. Okay. Can you see the turquoise in there? Hey, Alyssa, am I saying that right? Alyssa. Oh, thanks, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to get some I'm going to start with Vintage Photo because it's the lightest. And I want to go in there and just shadow that metal. It does, doesn't it, Carla? I know when you first start doing stuff, it's like, oh, what is she doing? You know, and it looks really horrible. But you've got to have a base. You've got to have something under there. And so when you look at this right now, it's like, wow, that's copper. It's because it's got all that dark underneath it. I'm just going to put some of this close to that and just give it a shadow. And it'll make the paper look even older. Y'all hear the thunder? Ah. As long as there's rain with it, I don't care how much it thunders. I'll be able to sleep good. I'm just kind of bumping up against this mold. Can you see the shading, the shadow that I'm putting around it in there? And that makes it look old. I'm going to bring that out a little bit so it doesn't look like a painted edge. Now let's get some on there. Okay, y'all, I am about done. This can be hung on the wall. It could be hung outside on your door as long as it's as long as the clay's cured and it's got a really good top coat on it. And I'm not going to put a top coat on it or do any... Oh, I was going to make a shabby bow. I'm not sure I want a shabby bow on this. I'm going to make one and see how it... I don't think I want a shabby bow on this now. I was going to put one right up here, but I think that'll just take away from the molds. Hey, Jackie. Does not need a bow. I don't think so. This is kind of a bow. See, that really is a bow, tying all that together. So, I don't think it needs a shabby bow. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. I like it. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me find my... I'm going to get my decor wax. Just go around the outside of this frame because I don't want it that light. I'm putting it there and then I'm wiping it back. So you see I'm putting it on and then I'm taking the back part of it and wiping it. And it's leaving some down in that little extra groove there. Not much, just enough to go in that groove. And y'all find yourself a place to worship in the morning. And if you have to stay home or prefer to stay home and you want to watch a church service, our church service is online. Nancy watches it. I'm not sure who else does. But it's Grace Baptist Gastonia is the website. And it will be online. So if you can't make it to church, you're welcome to watch. pumpkin number 26. I've got, Wednesday will be the last one. There we go. Now it doesn't look so scary, does it? I'm not sure I even like this rope. I'm not sure what it should be, but anyway, it's okay. So there is the pumpkin spice at the bottom. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you for hopping on. Tomorrow's Sunday, but Sunday night we get, yes, Grace Baptist Gastonia is our church website webpage. I'm going to miss a daily dose. Beautiful. A daily dose of what, Margaret? You're going to miss a daily dose. I don't get that. You're going to have to explain that. Thanks, Linda. Okay. Probably something at pumpkins. What? You're not going to be here tomorrow night? Is that what you're saying? And tomorrow, you guys, if you feel like going to your Dollar Tree, now this might be an epic fail, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be tomorrow night or the next night. Depends on, I went and sprayed them today. What this is from the Dollar Tree, I found it today, like a vitamin. I know. I wish you lived closer. We'd just sit and play with molds, Margaret. We would just sit and play with molds. And so, I love making them look like metal and steel and copper and all that. But, what was I saying? Oh, it's called Stackable Pumpkins, I believe is what it's called. And you won't believe how big these things are. The bottom one's about this big and about this high, and then there's another one, and then another one. So all together, these 3 pumpkins are going to be about this tall. So they're pretty big, but I've already taken them outside and spray painted them like 3 coats today. So I'm going to have one kind of that pretty bluish aqua color, pale, and then cream, and then terracotta orange, and I'll put the moss and leaves and all that. But these things, when you get done, they will be big enough you can set these pumpkins on your fireplace and your floor. They're really nice. It's $5 for a set of the 3 stackable pumpkins. So if you guys want to make one, go look at Dollar Tree tomorrow, and then when I do this tomorrow night, then you can see. And I almost thought about doing it and making it look like cement, you know, or cement, however you say that, however y'all say it. So anyway, I don't know, but I think I'm going to do the 3 colors. And if it turns out like I think it's going to, I may go back and get another set and do it to make it look like terracotta whitewashed or cement, with white wax or whatever. So, and put in my booth several sets. But they are big and nice, you know. They're just, you have to glue them together, but they fit together nice. So, all right, that's what we're going to do either tomorrow night or Tuesday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Either tomorrow night or Monday. Depends on how it is. And I have spray painted a racetrack. So, I don't know. That may be in our private group, though, y'all. And, ladies in the private group, I want to get together with y'all this week and do some Cricut stuff and do a t-shirt. So, just keep that in mind. All right. Thanks a bunch. Here we go. There's the YouTube shot. Right? There we go. That's a YouTube shot. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. I will see you tomorrow night. I hope y'all get some rain. Good night. Bye.